Appreciate it, Scabby. I'm sitting here in the dark about 10:30 p.m. A little bit frustrated. I'm using my new phone. It's a Google phone that I'm not used to. When I bought it, the guy said, "You'll really like it, except for 2 weeks, you'll be frustrated." And then, oh, am I frustrated? The last 2 nights, I went through a box of pennies, half one night, half the next. I got 10 wheat pennies, the oldest, 1925, and just a hair over 3 pounds of copper. Talked about a lot of different things. And I went to put the video together, and half of them just don't work or are not there. And I thought I hit that same little button every time. So I don't know what's going on. It's so frustrating. Um, anyway, I'll try to piece a little bit of it together, but it's just, it's not all there. It's pretty frustrating, I'm telling you. Okay, after that little segment, I went back to my laptop, just frustrated, and just started asking Google questions and just playing with it. And it turns out that my older laptop does not have all the software needed for the newer videos from this Google phone. And I downloaded, after more frustration, I finally got to download that software, and I have retrieved most of my video. I think there's still a complete segment missing, one of the early segments, maybe the second segment. But you can see here, I am introducing myself for the new video, but there's no volume. But I think most of the volume after this is going to work. Well, it's the second row, and get a Canadian. This is the 8-sided type. What year we got there? 1991. First Canadian. That's cool. So, copper's down a tad. It's at like 2.9 cents, 2.91 cents each in value, copper value. That's all right. It's going to fluctuate. It'll be back up soon. Oh, wow. Look at there. There's our first Wheatie, 1925. Next year, this fellow will be 100 years old. Cool, Philadelphia. Well, that's neat. That's a good first one to find right there. I came back to look at this 1974 copper that I found, and that's really nice. That's a good one. There are hardly any scratches. Looks like a little indent over there over his shoulder, but other than that, that is really in good shape. I guess I'll put this guy in a flip and hang on to that one. Yeah, that's cool. This is the 5th row, and here's Canadian copper penny number 2. This one is a 1982. This is the first year that they made this 12-sided, and they dropped the weight a little bit. I think it's around 2.5 grams, but it's still 98% copper. So earlier today, I was talking to my wife, and we're relaxing a little bit today because we worked really hard yesterday, sore back and all. And she says, why don't you box up some of the stuff in your office that you won't need for a little while. I said for 2 months, and she's like, you think it's going to be 2 months before we get into the other house? And I'm like, well, let's just see. So today is, and you won't see this video for a few days, but I'm starting this hunt on June 8th. So let's see if we're in my house officially by August 8th. I'm right at the end of the 8th roll, and here is wheat penny number 2, 1950D. Number 2, cool. So far, if I have to guess, I'll say we're not going to get the 3 pounds. I mean, that may very much change. But only a couple of the rolls have I gotten the 9 or more that I need. Most of them have been less than that. So if that keeps up at that pace, I won't get the 3 pounds this time. And, you just feel it sometimes. It's like you're just not going to get the 3 pounds every box. I hope I do. I wish I would. But anyway, we'll see. I'm in the 10th roll now, and here is wheat penny number 3. It's a 1958D. I never get tired of seeing that. But the office I'm getting in the new house is going to be twice the size as this one. I'm pretty excited. I'm going to take a little bit of money once we get moved in and do a little research. And I'm hoping to make the videos a little bit better. Hopefully you'll like them better. We'll still do the searches and stuff, but I'm hoping that the quality will improve. I hope you think so too. And actually, if you've got suggestions, I'm open to them. I'm not sure if my talent ability can reach what you would like to see me do, but I'll see what I can do. This is the 11th roll, the very next roll, and there is wheat penny number 4. That's pretty cool. I don't think the copper's on par yet, but if the wheat pennies keep going at that rate, that'll definitely get over my 10, and that's quite neat. Me and my wife are frustrated. I'm kind of kicking myself. A few months back, my brother asked me to help him sell a safe. It's a great big gun safe, and it's 5 foot something tall, I guess. It was a big old thing. And I helped him. I listed it and helped him sell it and got it sold. He was wanting to he had it in a storage unit. He was wanting to quit paying the monthly fee on that storage unit. And now that we're looks like definitely at least, getting the other house, I would love to have had that. And he would have given me that thing for a song. I wish I'd have done that. I've got a safe, but it's, it's, I don't know, 2.5 feet tall or something like that. It's nice. I like it, but it's packed full of stuff. 82. And I sure wish I had that other one. Well, folks, this is the very next row, the 12th row, and here is wheat penny number 5. That is halfway to my number 10 mark. 51 Philadelphia. That's really cool. Maybe I'll get that 10 for sure. Several years back, I asked a friend of mine if he wanted to go to church services with me, and he quickly said, "No, man, I don't want to do that. Go where there's a bunch of hypocrites." And I said, "Well, it's true. There's probably hypocrites there. You find hypocrites in pretty much all walks of life." I said, "Think about it, though. You can spend a few years worshiping God and sitting in pews with hypocrites, or you can spend eternity with them later." This is the 20th roll I'm in here, and this is my 3rd Canadian copper penny. All of them have been the 12-sided so far. It's between 10 and 11 Saturday night, and I'm probably going to quit after about 5 more rolls. I've got to get up and get ready for church service in the morning, and I am the song leader, and I don't want to be super tired for that. I'm not like a music major or nothing like that, but I'm always willing to just do my bit, and they don't have many people leading singing, so I volunteer. The very next roll, and here is another Canadian, and this one is not 12-sided. This one is a 1968. Very nice. It's 4 Canadian copper coins so far. I've had a handful of rows that had like over 10. I still feel like it's more
that's under the average of 8.5. So we'll see. Haven't had a wheatie in a few rolls. Well, I have finished the second half, and unfortunately I did not find another wheat penny, so I'm going to go into the second half with 5. Hopefully I'll get another 5. I did find another copper that I thought looked pretty nice. It's got a few more scratches in it, but it had more of a red tone. I liked it, and so I think I may hang on to this one. It's a 77D. It's not as nice as this one, but I don't know, I just liked it for some reason. And that's it for tonight. Good night all, and we'll see you hopefully tomorrow. You know, I've just been thinking about something. I'm back next day, next night, a couple hours before bedtime. Let's get back to where we left off, shall we? Looks like the storm is coming down on Abe in this coin. Hey, I found number 6 right at the end of the third row of the second half. A 1954 Denver. All right. Good to find that. Well, right at the end of the sixth row, I found wheat penny number 7, 55D. All of them but one have been in the 50s. All of the 7, and then the one, 1925, is an 82. Do you remember these guys? I found them. I had one in my drawer over here, but I knew I had more of them. And I was going through like an overnight travel bag, and lo and behold, I found these guys. And these are the originals from the late 60s. These are the big fat ones. They came out with them again in like the 70s or early 80s, something like that. And they were skinny little guys. They were cheaper. But you used to get these out of like gumball machines. And it just so happens all these are red. They came in all different colors. Some of them had the hole in it where you could get a ring, a little plastic ring, and had a little nub on the end, and you could wear it as a ring. And some of them did, some of them didn't. And in the gumball machines, they had like special things, kind of like if you got the white one, I forget how it all went, but you could send it in for some prize, and I remember like a couple of local restaurants would say if you get a certain one, then they'll give you like a free fish sandwich or something like that. But rat things were a pretty big deal when I was a kid. We loved them. Wish I had a couple different color ones, because I thought I did, but I'm not seeing. I think the one I've got in the drawer is red as well. But I love these old things. I remember excited getting them in the gumball machines and seeing what color I'd get. Things were a little bit more easily excited back then, I guess. Well, the 8th row in the second half has been my best row yet for copper. I got 17. I'm getting a lot of rows, and I'm not getting the 8 or 9 that I need, but I'm getting several that have 9, 10, or 11. I don't think still I'm going to quite get it, but maybe, if I keep getting these 17s, I will. This is the 10th row in the second half, and this is the first 2009 memorial I have come across. Usually I find a few more than that, but that's all right. So I have cryptocurrency. I have a chunk of it. I actually have it a little bit in 4 different places, but where I have the majority is at crypto.com, and they have their own cryptocurrency coin called Crow. And they have they have all these different things you can be hooked up with to get extras and bonuses, and if you do this, you get that type stuff. And one of the things they have is called diamonds. And you can get 1 diamond a day just for signing on and clicking on it. And then if you buy a $100 purchase in a day, then you get 10 diamonds. If you make $500 worth of purchases in a day, you get 50 more diamonds. And you can save up the diamonds for lots of different things. And they have a mystery box type thing that if you cash in 25 of your diamonds, then they give you X amount of the crow of their currency. And that's what I usually do. In fact, that's what I always do. And it's just a fun little thing. As I've been involved in it for several years, and I've added on quite a few. I can't tell what that is. Let's weigh it. I've added on quite a few of their currency doing that. Hey, it's copper, whatever year it is. So anyway, yesterday, I buy and sell stuff, and then I'll keep some money just in an account over there, so that if I need to buy something else, if the price goes down, 82, then I can buy some more. And one of them went down a little bit to a number I've been watching for, the XRP, which a lot of people say don't buy, but I think it's going to skyrocket when the court case is finally over. Another 82. So anyway, I made a $500 purchase of XRP because it dropped below 50 cents each. Let me open another row and I'll get back to it. Okay, so I made this $500 purchase, and then I noticed that I technically should have gotten 60 of those diamonds, 10 for making a $100 purchase at one time, and then 50 more for making $500 worth of purchases in a day. And I noticed that they'd always showed up before. I've never had a problem before, but they didn't show, oh, a wheat penny. It's number 8. That's cool, 1953 Philly. Wheats, very cool. Number 8. And they didn't show up this time. And so, it's not like it's worth a lot of money. It's just something I enjoy. And so I wrote to them. I thought it was going to be real easy. And I found where you can write to them, and I told them what happened. And they acted like they didn't know what I was talking about. And then they asked me for screenshots. I have sent them 5 screenshots explaining what each one was. And even after all of that, one of them wrote back and said, now what is it we're not giving you? I just said, forget it. Just forget it. It's not that big a deal. And they wrote back with some other reply. And I said, look, it sounds like crypto.com is having real problems. Why don't I send you $1? Because this 75 cents you're withholding from me seems to be an issue. So I haven't gone back to see if they've responded to that yet. This new camera is just messing with me. I haven't learned it very well yet. Look at that. Every time I move my finger out of the screen, it seems like, look at that. It wants to go foggy. I don't like that. Hopefully, it's supposed to be a much better camera than what I had, even though I liked the one I had. But I'm not happy so far. I've got to watch a video and see what's going on. See if I can find the right way of doing things, I guess I should say. Wheat penny number 9. This is the 16th row in the second half, so there's 9 rows left after this. 50 something there. Kind of yucky. I think it's 1950D. I believe that's what that is. Pretty rough. But that's Wheatie number 9. Remember ever seeing these? 4-leaf clover. I used to look at these at my grandparents' place on the farm when I was a kid. And we found quite a few out in their yard. But this one came from Cherokee Indian Reservation, Cherokee, North Carolina. I believe I was about 6 years old when we got that. So I'm guessing it was 1966 or 67. That's been a little while. But that's pretty cool. Nine more rolls to get one Wheatie. Hopefully I can get that. The last 3 or 4 rolls, I've gotten like 5 or 6 copper pennies. Well, folks, this is the last roll, and I'm still at 9 wheat pennies. All those rolls, and I didn't get any more. I did get 2 more of the 2009 memorials, but we're just at 9 wheat pennies. It'd be cool if one would show up here in the last row. I wouldn't say this has been the most exciting box I've gone through, but I'm still going to have at least 9 wheat pennies. Look at that blur. It just drives me crazy. That's zinc. And, yeah, I've got to work on that. But I was thinking, I'm going through approximately 2 boxes a week. And I am averaging about 10 wheat pennies a box. Oh, look, there it is. Number 10, right there. 9 of them were in the 50s tonight, and then 1 of them was 99 years old. Wheat penny number 10. You know, if I get 10 wheat pennies and I go through 2 boxes a week, that's over 1,000 wheat pennies a year. That's pretty cool. That is pretty neat. 82. So even though this was not the most exciting box, I got my 10 wheat pennies. I'm going to get over 2 pounds. I'm positive of that. I don't know if I'll get the 3. But I'm getting closer and closer to my goal of 260 pounds this year. I still feel like I'm going to get it. I apologize if this is showing up weird for you guys. It's a pretty nice looking 72. All right, well, let me weigh my 82s and put them in today's copper, and we'll see how close we got to 3 pounds. Down here under my desk, I've got 120 pounds for this year. And this is the box I'm working on. It's got 7 pounds and 10 ounces in it. And here's today's copper. We're about to see what we've got. So if there's over 2 pounds and 6 ounces, that'll put me at 130 pounds so far for this year. Well, look at, I got my 3 pounds. I can't believe it. I really thought I was going to be a few ounces short. Well, I got my 10 wheat pennies, and I got my 3 pounds of copper. What more can I ask for? You know, that's really cool. I got me a couple of Canadians as well. So that's a success for sure. Plus that puts me over 130 pounds so far for the year. So I'm over halfway. That's pretty neat. The next couple months, I may not get much more than 1 box a week. So I may fall a little bit behind with the moving going on. I'm going to try to get 2 boxes a week. I don't know if I can or not. But then after we get moved and settled in a little bit, I could probably do 3 boxes a week. And that should pick up any slack I may be having. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're having this much success if you're out there looking for copper. In a couple of days, I'm going to pick up 1 more box and 2 boxes of $50. Hopefully I'll get a couple more silvers while I'm at it. You guys have a good one.